Alright guys, well we're sitting out here back in Florida. We tried our luck with the Matrix Monster this morning. Tried to find some tarpon on the beach. Didn't really have any success, didn't see any tarpon. So we came into a cove in Big Lagoon right here. We've probably been sight fishing this bank for maybe a half an hour and just pulled up on a school of probably 30 redfish. And as you know, they're a lot smarter here in Florida, but we did fool one on the old trusty Matrix shad. Go ahead and get this one in. Nice slot red right there. A little Florida special. So many different things to do out here in Florida. But right here on the inside, sight fishing reds, and right over the sandbar right there, or the beach per se, that's where we were looking for tarpon. So unlimited options, and that was probably the biggest school of reds I've ever seen in Florida. It was a solid 30 to 60 of them, and we snagged this one out the group on the ultraviolet on a 5/16.
I don't know which way he's going.
To the right.
No. Too far now. He's on to us.
Yeah, we are kind of close.
There you go. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Oh.
I got him.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I fished a trout from 300 yards away.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you saw that on camera, and that's how far you got to cast out here to sight fish reds sometimes in the Pensacola area. That fish was almost as far as I can cast. We barely saw him wiggling in the sand. I cast it as far as I could. Couldn't even tell if we got to the fish or not, or what he was doing. I just knew I was in the vicinity. Kept popping that ultraviolet Matrix shad, and all of a sudden my pole was bent. A little bit different from sight fishing back home, what we're accustomed to. You can really sharpen up your sight fishing game out here on the panhandle with this clean water. These fish aren't as bright red, they don't float as high, and they certainly are not as aggressive. But nevertheless, the right presentation and the right bait, you can catch them. All right, when approaching these redfish and trout on the flats in Florida, being stealthy is the key. And you want to match the hatch. It's a lot of little Baychovies, Menhaden, stuff like that. We like to go with our natural colors, Magneto, ultraviolet, stuff like that. We downsize on the jig head greatly, 1/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 5/16. And sight fishing, you know, you put the sun to your back, and you want to use the trolling motor as little bit as possible. Obviously, you're going to need to use it some to move the boat along, but I like to give it a lot of juice and get a good momentum going, and then kill it, and then just drift for a while and keep my eyes peeled. And it seems like the best areas to see fish is where the grass meets the sand, and the fish show up pretty well over the sandy flats, rather than if you're just over straight grass, they're very hard to see. I got him. It's another red, I think. I got him now.
Yeah, that's all right there. Another one. That's a trout.
Yeah, that's a trout there. That's a trout with the red. Look how clean that water is. And is that just beautiful? We've been seeing plenty of fish down this bank. What we're really trying to do, now that we have caught several redfish is sight fish some of the trout we're seeing, but that's very, very hard. We do it from time to time. It does work, but it's very hard. But we will stick these in the meantime. I'm gonna go ahead and put a tag in this one right here. Got him on the Magneto on a 1/4 ounce, and color isn't that crucial. Presentation is the key. Long cast, you need to see these fish from a long way away. Get you a good pair of polarized sunglasses. I got the eelgrass matrix shades on right here, and it's helping put these fish in the boat. Back in the sight life. Let me get a tag. All right, guys, I got tag number 16778. Gonna put it in this red right here. This is our matrix shad tags. Gonna go ahead and release him. Watch this beautiful fish swim off in this beautiful water right here. Crystal clear. Remember, if you recapture this fish, call the number on it, win a prize from matrixshad.com. That water don't get any cleaner than this. There he goes, under the boat. Make sure to stay up to date with all of our DockSide TV episodes. Simply hit the subscribe button right here on your YouTube channel. Stay up to date with all of the action going on around the surrounding areas as we catch multiple species of fish, from trout to bass to redfish, flounder, and even crappie. Make sure to hit the post notification button also, which will allow you to know when our next and freshest DockSide TV episodes are uploaded.